Hey, hello. Another late night live. Here we are. A bit weirdy, but because it has an effect, but here we are. Late night live. Hello to you all. Hello. Goodness, we've already got a good 3 in here and 2 likes. Not even half a minute. Hello to you all and welcome. This is what's going to be the final late night live for August of 2024. We've done 4 in a row. Hey, hello to you all, and welcome to this late night live stream. Hello to you all. Sorry, I honestly thought I was well into recording, but no, not yet. But this is welcome to the fourth late night live stream in a row. The 4th one. Gosh, we got a good 4 viewers, 3 likes, and we're just over half a minute. Impressively done, I must say. Wow. But yes. But just to say, this one's going to be the final late night live stream for the month of August of 2024. Yes, it's going to happen once again in the future. It is going to be the future, the late night UK live stream with Fox Mayo, which is me, but Foxy for short, and this is certainly the future. But one thing I did want to say, in the future, there are not going to be as many as 4 late night lives, just to say. There are not going to be as many as 4, no. But I'm looking into doing this every month, a late night live stream, but not 4 every month, just to say. Not 4 late night live streams every month. But because I think 4 is a bit excessive when in the late night circumstances, that is. If it's not late night circumstances, I do not think it's excessive. But if one wants to do 4 late night lives or even 10 late night lives, go ahead with it. I would never stop oneself doing that. But me personally, 4 late night lives in one whole single month, it's a bit much. It's a bit much for 4, but there we are. But I thought I'd share it all. But do be assured it's still going to happen, and it's still the future, the late night lives. But it's wonderful starting again. Now it's time to say hello. Gosh, I was just waffling like a stupid git a moment ago. Waffling like a stupidly naughty git. But let's say hello. Hello to Heather in New Zealand. Hello, lovely Heather. Oh, but yes, do give our kindly prayers towards poor Alice, who has got a splitting headache. Oh, poor you, Alice, poor you. Lots of hugs to Alice. I wish I could cure Alice's headache, but sadly I cannot do that. But all I can do is giving her a nice big hug, because after all, a hug always helps, even if it's not the cure even if it's not the cure of problems. It can always help with loosening the burdensome troubles of it, doesn't it? So hugs to Alice always. Lots of great big, tightly handheld, tightening grip of hugs always. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alice. No, you're always so lovely. You really are. Who couldn't love you, Alice? But I think once your headache's over, I think you'll probably watch it on the replay. But wishing you well, Alice. Hello to Susan. And Susan, again, always kindly prayers to you, lovely Susan. I do feel terribly sorry. No, really, Susan, when you shared openly with me about your troubles, I'm not going to say what it is, because I don't think you were terribly comfortable with it. I really broke emotionally because of how sorry I felt for you. When you opened it up to me, I really broke. My heart really broke for you. And it bleeds for you, Susan. So you always have my back, always, my lovely Susan. No, you always will. So many prayers always to you, Susan, and certainly Alice, who's got a splitting headache right now. Hello to Jodie. Hello, and Jodie, it was certainly wonderful seeing you on Duchess Blair's live stream, where there was Susie Smith and Trevor Colt making their appearances. And you too, Susan. I saw you on there too. And all that. Wonderful experience. And hello to Heidi. I saw you on Duchess Blair's live stream with Susie Smith and Trevor Colt as well. Jodie, it's going to be the future. PJ, late night live streams. Yes, yes, it's going to be the future, but I'm not going to do 4 every month. They're not going to be done 4 times a month because it has a tiring side effect when you do it physically, just to tell you all things. But it's still the future. Do be assured on that. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I think the most amount of times I could really do a late night live stream without it having such a physical tiring side effect, probably about twice a month max, something like that, and all that. That's something like that. Hello to you, Dave. Hello to you. Yes, another late nighter. I'm still going to the event on Monday, Dave. Yes, I'm still going. And David Scott, he may possibly go too. And I think I may possibly be met by a few other friends as well. So do be prepared for quite a good few people, Dave. Not just me, but probably a few others. So do be prepared for that, about it being not just me. And I'm going to go for the entirety of the event if I can. And oh, Jodie, I love you. I love you so much, Jodie. Thank you for your kindly prayers to Alice. And also, Jodie, you were just so wonderful to everybody on Duchess Blair's live stream, where it had the lovely Susie Smith, and of course the very respectable and highly commendable, well-respected Trevor Colt MC. So really, Jodie, you're always so lovely. You always have everybody's backs. So thank you always. Thank you. Oh, nice, tightly handheld, tightening grip of hugs always to you, my Jodie. Hello to Terry. Teresa. Hello to you, my lovely Terry. Much unconditional love to you always. Stevie, hello. No, I'm sorry, Zeph, but I'm not going to do a once a week nightly. No, I'm not going to do that. I think that's a bit too much. I think once, twice monthly maybe, but not once weekly. No, it's a bit much. It does come with a tiring side effect the more times you do it, just to say. So I think I should limit it for the sake of health. Not just for health, but so that I can have days where I can function properly and all that. Thank you, Jodie. Thank you. I'm looking forward to the event, Dave. I'm truly looking forward to the event, Dave. No, really, I am. I'm extremely looking forward to it, as are some of my friends. Some of my friends who actually did find out about the event through me, they're looking forward to going too, but they don't know if they can definitely go, but they're hoping they can. Oh, Stevie and Zeph, you two certainly are. You've certainly made quite the friendship, haven't you? And lovely Jamba. Hello to lovely Jamba. Jamba, our wonderful friend who everybody loves and adores. And I certainly love and adore you dearly, Jamba. And Dawn Marie. Oh, Dawn Marie, I just love you. No, really, Dawn Marie, thank you for having Alice's back and sending all the prayers towards her. Thank you. Lots of great big hugs to you always, since you're open to them. And prayers to you too, Dawn Marie, since you've got your upcoming surgical operations. So, Dawn Marie, I'm just seriously hoping all goes well for you, my lovely. I really do. Thank you, Terry. Lots of nice, tightly handheld, tightening grip of hugs to you always. Thank you. Oh, but Jamba, thank you for your friendliness to Jodie and Teddy. Thank you. I think the only thing you're going to be awaiting for, should you run into Jodie and Teddy, are just nothing but great big, tightly handheld, tightening grip of hugs. I think that's something you'll probably need to expect from both Jodie and Teddy. I mean, if it's not too much for you, that is, but I think that's what they'll probably want to do to you, as a kindly greeting gesture and all that, and so forth. You and Stevie meet each other in the same places. That's just brilliant. And that's just funny. Yeah, I mean, of course. Oh, No, we love our Jamba, don't we? We certainly do. We really do well and truly love our lovely lady Jamba, our lady who everybody loves and adores. And thank you, Teddy, for your friendliness to Jamba. Thank you. And really, don't worry that you missed Duchess Blair's live stream, Jamba. Please do not worry in the slightest. Don't worry about it. But I mean, I managed to watch it, but I was late. I came on about 17 minutes late, something like that. But there we have things. But I stayed for the rest of it and all that. And cheers, everybody. A nice nightly tot of milk. Oh, you want? Yes, I think, yes, I saw you in the live, Stevie, yes. And Zeph as well. Zeph, you're all, I mean, it's wonderful seeing you on Duchess Blair's live stream. And you too, Stevie. And who else was on? We had Sapper on there as well in the chat. Ria, obviously Jodie, Marcia, lovely Marcia. I mean, Marcia who everybody loves and adores. Abby, oh, extremely lovingly pleasant and friendly lady Abby, and her dearly loved Cocker Spaniel. And Michelle in Greater London, not Michelle Pope Wales. Sadly, she was absent, but never mind. Same with Elaine Williams, another friendly Londoner, but friendly Londoner Michelle B was in. So we saw some wonderful people and wonderful familiar names and faces to the live chat and so forth. There were certainly some surprising revelations in the live stream, certainly regarding Susie Smith and all that. But there we are. Let's see if I can name all 1K in the chat. All 1K. I've only got about 13 in here at the moment, Jodie, but that's going to be an excessive challenge. Well, I understand where you came from on that point. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness. Oh, Zeph, thank you for your kindly endearment towards Jodie. Thank you. Thank you. No, but well done to Duchess Blur for the brilliant live stream that she did recently. Well done to her. Well done. Well done. And certainly some surprising revelations to the live stream too, certainly regarding Susie Smith. But the thing with Trevor, I think I know this already because he said to me before, when he dated many times before he and Luba got married and together, I do know that he lies about his height on the dating site or dating profile, saying that he's 6 foot, even though he's 5'9" of height. He's the same 5'9" height as Graham, but 6 foot in his head. Well, which is taller than I am, because as you all know, I'm only 5'8" of height. And I think he even fibbed to Susie about his height. And the astonishing revelation is that out of the two who are 6 foot or over, it's Susie. That was the surprising revelation. But some of us are 6 foot, some of us are shorter, but it's just the way it goes, But and another surprising revelation: Susie's youngest son, is a foot taller than that of my height at 6'8". But there we are. I mean, could you imagine me stood next to Susie's 6'8" son, a 5'8", 154-pound man, and a 6'8" and possibly 216-pound man, which is, I'm guessing he's that weight, something like that. But you can imagine me stood beside him. Just imagine how short I'd look. But there we are. But imagine just what I'd look like stood with Susie Smith. Or David, my best friend, stood with Susie Smith as well, because he's only 5'4" of height. I mean, you're talking a short man, David. He's only 5'4", so make something of that. 5'4", 5'8", and stood with anybody over 6 feet, and all that. I know, Zeph. Oh, it's so awful what's happening to Trevor. He did not deserve any of those unneeded provocations and all that. Awful. Truly awful. He does not deserve any of those provoked troubles and unneeded harm. He really does not in the slightest. What? Even 5'6" you're over? That's the nosebleed section to you. You're in nose. Oh, Zeph, you're too funny. So I'd effectively be in nosebleed section to you. Well, and my mother would, and so also people like my mother would be in nosebleed section to you because she's 5'6" as well. Not to mention she's 5'6" of height, you know, and I'm 5'8" of height. But my brother and my father, they're both about 5'9" of height, so that would quite likely be nosebleed section to you, Zeph. Oh, it's very funny when you point this out. Thank you, Jodie, for your friendliness towards Dawn Marie. Thank you. Thank you. I think probably Dawn Marie would probably be nosebleed section to you because she's the same 5'8" height as myself. Believe this or not, Zeph, to tell you one things. And she described herself as a big girl, you know. But never mind. There we are. And no, Trevor really was good, Dawn Marie. Yes, no, he really was good in the live stream. He truly was, well and truly, I must say. Yes, Jamba, 6'8" is very, very tall. It's exactly a foot taller than myself, 6'8". I think I'm trying to think. I think my friend's brother is about 6'8". I think he's about 6'7", 6'8". No, he's taller than Alfie and his dad Mike, as they're both 6'6", believe this or not, Alfie and Mike. So that would be probably real nosebleed section to poor Zeph. But never mind. But yes. And yes, I do know you're New Zealand based, Heather. I do know that. You're just under 5 feet, Heather. Gosh, you're short. You're shorter than my friend Heather in Canada, who's 5'9" of height. So make something of that. That's Heather Shirley Gonzalez I was referring to. And because of her height, she excelled with modeling. Because I think in the past there was a height limit. I don't know if you have it now, but I think in her time you would have. There was a limit to what height you had to be a model. Hello to Gertrude. Hello to Gertrude. Hello. Certainly wonderful seeing you on here as usual, King of Late Night. And hello to Maria. Sorry, Maria, that I did not acknowledge you soon enough, but hello to you, lovely Maria. Hello to you. I did know this highly. Yes, I did know that for sure. I certainly did know that. You're more than just you and Heather are more than the right height to clamber inside and out of a small classic car. Whereas if you've overshot 5'6", for example, if you're my mother's height, you could still get inside and out of a small classic car easily. But if you're my height, for example, or anything taller than 5'6", it would be tricky to clamber inside and out of a small classic car, unless it's a great big large Chevy or a large Dodge, for example. Then you could probably I would be able to get inside and out of that far more easily compared to a small one, and so forth. But there we have things and all that. Oh, Gertrude, thank you for your friendliness towards Jamba. Thank you. And oh, you've definitely made friends now, Gertrude. You've certainly made friends with Zeph now, haven't you? Indeed so. But that's the wonderful thing. Oh, Gertrude, don't you know just how wonderful you really are? Your daughter's twins are taller than you, really, Suze. Gosh. Your daughter's twins are taller than you. Wow. So would be your grandchildren. Wow, gosh. I mean, I'm taller than both my grandmothers, to tell you odd things. My two very elderly surviving grandmothers, I'm taller than both of them because they're 5'2" and 5'3" respectively. So you're talking quite short. You're talking really quite short. Well, taller than Heather Griffin, but shorter than me. But bless Heather. Bless her that she's shorter than 5 feet. Bless her. Don't worry, Jody. The chat went quite fast and there was a lot of us on here, so don't worry for your lack of acknowledgement. Please don't worry. And Imogen, hello to lovely Imogen. Imogen, I saw you on Duchess Blair's live stream, and it's wonderful seeing you on there, whether it's that live stream, Graham and Fiona or Trevor. Anywhere you're about, it's always wonderful seeing you on here, my lovely. Always wonderful. Like most places, they pick on the wrong people, picked on the wrong one with Trevor. Poor Trevor, for all that he goes through, Dominic. Awful. Awful. It's wonderful seeing you as usual, but don't worry, Maria, don't worry. And also, Jamba, since Jamba's on here, isn't she Duchess Blair's buddy? Because I've heard Duchess Blair sometimes say, "Hi, buddy," to Jamba herself. So I would imagine they're best friends, presumably. But sorry if it's spreading misinformation to come under an impression like this. Apologies, Jamba, apologies. I wouldn't want to hurt you for the world, or anybody for the world. And I certainly would not want to hurt yours or Duchess Blair's friendship. I really wouldn't. Yes, do give a resoundingly large hello to our lovely Imogen. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you, Jodie. Thank you. Thank you for the timely reminder. Thank you. Thank you. I just didn't want to get too many things wrong, that's all. No, I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't. No, no. Oh, you are buddies. Oh, thank you, Jamba. Thank you for kindly reminding it to me. Thank you. And thank you, Maria, for your friendliness towards Gertrude. Thank you. And it was funny what Trevor said about Susie, saying that she wore skis. Gosh, that is just funny. That really got me laughing when I heard her. Sue, you wear skis? You know, well, it's obviously the right size for her height, obviously, taking into account that she's overshot the 6 foot range, but there we are. But would one say that I wear skis? Not entirely, because I'm an 8 UK, which corresponds to a 9 US men in Canada, and 10 US women's men in US Canada, and all that. Because a 10 US women's 10 US Canada women's is the same as a 9 US Canada men's, or 8 UK, to tell oneself of things. I think Susie's about a size bigger than mine, as far as I'm certain. That was when Trevor said, "You wear skis?" Gosh. But the people who really do well and truly wear skis, well, skis if you like, are friends like Stephen Magnus and Tommy Gardiner, because they've got huge feet, both of them. As Shapper would say, or Trevor would say, big feet, big shoes. That's true, because Stephen's got size 13 UK or 14 US Canada men's feet. And Tommy, he's got a whopping size 15 UK or 16 US Canada men's feet. So make something of that. I mean, really make something of that. Those could probably pass as being skis of that. Oh, thank you, Sue. Thank you. Thank you. I've heard the lovely things Graham and Fiona say about me, and I appreciate them hugely for it. And I'd never take the friendship I have with them for granted. No, I really wouldn't. No, I mean, I'd well and truly never take their friendship for granted. You could use a size 15 UK shoe as a canoe. I mean, Nutmeg said that's canoe size feet, something like that, you know. Well, it's huge compared to mine, but there we are. You know, I mean, Sapper, I don't know if Sapper shoes could possibly being a canoe, because he's got size 11 UK feet or 12 US Canada men's feet, to tell oneself of things. But there we have things. You know, but it's tall for it's big for his 5'10" height in the case of Sapper, but he said it proves beneficial to stop him from being blown over in the wind, having size 11 UK or 12 US Canada men's feet, in spite of his 5'10" height, which is, it's taller than me by a good 2 inches, but 3 feet sizes bigger. Really helps you to sleep. Oh, thank you, Imogen. Thank you. That's really nice of you to say it. Thank you. It's not quite equalizer feet, Zeph. No, it's Sab has got feet 3 sizes bigger than mine, and he's only a good 2 inches taller. So it makes something of that. It's not quite equalizer nearly, but it certainly exceeds the size of the height and all that. But there we are. A man 2 inches overshoots my height by a good 2 inches, and yet his feet overshoots mine by a good 3 sizes. So I think it's beyond equalizer and all that. But, you know, we're all different. We all have different inherent hereditable genetics. That's always how it's been with people and humanity, to tell oneself odd things. You know, but more astonishingly, Deborah Coleman, who was on the last live stream, her late friend Tommy Wayman, who was a full 7 foot of height. I mean, a full 7 foot. He had size 16 UK or 17 US Canada feet. So make something of that. Well, that'd be about the right size for a 7 foot man. But there we have things and all that. But it's not all that much bigger than Stephen and Tommy's feet. But there we have things. You know, as I said, we all have different inherent hereditable genetics, and that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, as they say, just the way it is. There we are. No, Imogen is lovely. No, she really is well and truly lovely, Gertrude. Thank you for being so supportive towards her. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you. You're always so friendly, aren't you? Thank you. Thank you. It's funny what Zeph said, wasn't it, Jody? Yeah. Yes, Gertrude, we are all different. This is just as truth has things. Gertrude, I sadly missed the Danette and Anthony and Noah the Cat live stream that recently happened because why I missed it was because of Duchess Blair going live. The Duchess of North Sussex is her channel. Duchess Blair was live when they were all live. And I think by the time it was over, the Noah the Cat live stream, I think more or less finished, something like that. Oh, Teddy, don't worry for your late acknowledgement towards Jody. Please don't worry about it in the slightest. No worries at all. Don't worry about your late acknowledgement, Terry and Jody. Don't worry about your late acknowledgement towards one another. Oh, thank you, Gertrude. You didn't have to say this, but thank you. That's a lovely compliment. That's a very nice, lovely compliment you had to say towards me. Thank you, my lovely. Thank you. Thank you always. Thank you. Thank you. It's lucky I'm not 7 foot tall. I'm only size shoe. I would fall over. Oh, gosh. You're only size 3 shoe. Gosh. And Stevie, I forgot to ask, are you a male or female, Stevie? But size 3, gosh, that is tiny. That is very tiny. Oh, gosh, I'm uncanny. In what way am I uncanny, Teddy? In what way am I uncanny? I never knew some people referred to you as Teddy for short. Short Teddy. I really didn't know that, but thanks for reminding me. Thank you. Oh, it was quite brilliant. There were some serious topics discussed on the live stream, Gertrude, but it was namely a good, it was a good live stream all the same. It was certainly a good live stream all the same, I must admit. Despite the seriousness of the topics being discussed in it, between Trevor and Susie and Duchess Blair, it was a good live stream all the same. I've certainly got to admit. Oh gosh, you love it when people don't know if you're a male or female. I mean, I don't know if you're a male or female, Stevie, but that's personal to you. That's a personal matter to you, isn't it? There we are. Oh, you're a female, Stevie. Oh, no, size 3 for 5'1". That's about right for your height. Oh, thank you, Jodie. You didn't have to promote Duchess Blair's channel, but thank you. Thank you all the same. Thank you. But my grandmother, who's taller than you at 5'2", she has size 5 feet. So make something of that, Stevie. Though she's what, a good inch taller than you, she's got her feet sizes are 2 sizes bigger than yours. But who do I know who also has size 3 UK feet? Joy Els and her daughter Lisa. I mean, her daughter Lisa, who's 5'2", I think she's 5'2", 5'2.5". She's got size 3 feet, and Joy, despite only being 5'4.5", she's got size 3 feet as well. So you've got something in common with 2 other people I know, Stevie, just to tell you odd things, and so forth. And mine's more than twice the size. Mine's more than twice the size at an 8 UK. Gosh, there we are. But it's my dad, my brother, and my Uncle Blaze. They take size 9s, so make something of that. And I've even met a guy who was 5'10" of height at the Seafood Motorfest event. He was 5'10", 164-pound man, which is 4 pounds short of 12 stone. He had size 10 feet. That's what he did personally tell me, because I was telling him, because he owned a military vehicle, he and his wife, who had this military vehicle that I was seen sitting in back in June 2024. It was difficult to get in, and not only that, there was not enough leg room, but certainly not enough footrest to rest my size 8 feet on it. But there we are, and he said, and he sort of concurred to what I had to share. And I said, other than that, it was a good experience in spite of those troubles. He said, I'm 5'10", 11 stone 10, and I've got size 10 feet, so I can concur with you. And his wife was tall as well. I don't know how tall his wife was. Well, they were both taller than I was. I think his wife had to be about probably 5'8.5", 5'9", something like that. No, she was tall as well. A tall couple with this very old vintage military vehicle that was hard to rest your legs and feet in. There we are. So I would say there's around about 5'8.5", or 5'9" and 5'10" respectively with the couple. So there we have 6 and all that, But he was a nice guy. I don't know what, he was a good-looking man, good head of hair, and the wife had a fantastic head of hair. Nice head of long dark brown hair, and they had both sported some really nice, interesting sunglasses when I saw them at the event. Oh, thank you, Gertrude. Oh, you looked at her channel. I didn't realize you looked at Duchess Blair's channel. I didn't realize that. Suze, oh gosh, there was an Iceland new eruption today. Bloody hell, that is some disaster. That's some disaster. Erupting volcanoes, some disaster, I must admit. No, really, it is a well and true. Disaster. Frightening one too. Thank you, Gertrude. It's always wonderful being around you. Your sister is 5'3" and a size 4. God, oh, tiny. Certainly small. Yes, well, compare that to you, 5'8" with size 8 feet, and I'm 5'8", size 8 feet as well, Dormery. That really would be little and large compared to the two of you. Though that really would be little and large between the two of you, 5'3" and 5'8" respectively. Because I remember, as I remember you telling me before, 5'8" of height and a size 8 feet, and you described yourself as a big girl in that way. But that is a good way to put it. You two are both little and large. But no offense saying this, of course. Oh, Gertrude, thank you. Thank you. No, we're happy to have you on here. And I do truly believe if you were present on a future live stream of Graham's, Fiona's, or Trevor's, Duchess Blair's, or the Hutches, I think we would always be happy to welcome you on there, Gertrude. No, really, really, we would. No, really. Oh, gosh. Terry and Gertrude are getting quite conversant. That's all right. Yes, if you want to talk amongst yourselves, it's certainly all right. My lovely ladies, it's certainly all right. Oh, and thank you, Imogen. Thank you. You too are wonderful as well. You're a wonderful friend to have. You're certainly a wonderful friend to have always. Gosh, this is Revelation Gate. Oh, God, is this Reveal Gate? Oh, God. There we are. Gosh, Heidi, you do like revelations, don't you? There we are. Oh, well. Oh, thank you, Terry. Thank you. You didn't have to say this, but thank you. Thank you. That was extremely nice of you to have said so. Thank you. Thank you always. Thank you. Thank you. We do love our Imogen, don't we, Gertrude? We certainly do. I've certainly got to point this out. Gate always has something going. Yes, Gertrude, this is too right. And every time Sapper and Harriet are in it, it gets onto Boob Gate and that sort of thing. Gosh. Oh, well, there we are. And all that. But the thing that was not good was when I took Weight-gate too far. No, really. The Weight-gate was a thing that I took way too far, and something I'm not proud of. But, you know, we moved on from it. Yes, we do wrong things and we mess up at times, but more importantly, it's important that you learn from it and move on from it. You know, and even Graham said, yes, we mess up at times, but so long as you learn from it, that's the main thing. You know? Gosh, this really is Reveal Gate on here. It really is well and truly Reveal Gate on here, I must say. I must say. It is a laughing matter, isn't it, Terry? It really is, I must say, to point it out. You have to go to bed, you had a long day, and you're sleeping. A nice big hug to you before going to bed, Jamba. A nice big hug to you before going to bed. I mean, I don't know if you like good night hugs or not, but sending you one anyway. Sending you a nice big handheld tightening grip of a hug always, Jamba. I mean, you're always the wonderful friend we all love and adore, don't we? Yes, sweet dreams to lovely Jamba. Thank you, Teddy. and Jody. Thank you. And thank you, Zeph. Thank you. And Gertrude. Thank you. And of course, Dawn Marie as well. Thank you. Thank you. Hello to Jennifer. Hello to you. I saw you on Duchess Blair's live stream, and it was wonderful seeing you on Duchess Blair's recent live stream. Hello to you. I haven't heard any wind as of yet, Stevie. Not yet. Not yet. Yes, good night to Jamba. Thank you, Jennifer. Sweet dreams to lovely Jamba. Sweet dreams to our lovely Jamba indeed. Hello to Arbita. Hello to you. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for your friendliness to others. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Dawn Marie. Oh, my lovely Dawn Marie. You're always so lovely to Jennifer, aren't you? And you're so lovely to all. Thank you. Thank you always, my lovely Dawn Marie. Thank you. Thank you always. Thank you. And Jennifer, thank you for your kind endearment towards Gertrude. Thank you. Thank you. You know. But one thing I would say about how the overall effect of the live stream, the overall review of the live stream that Trevor, Susie, and Duchess Blair did, it was brilliant. Well and truly brilliant. No, it is really well and truly brilliant, I must say. It really is. It's well and truly brilliant when I saw it. And certainly did I think it was very good and well worth the watch. I've certainly got to say. It's 8:12 p.m. at the moment. Okay. No, I would have thought Canada was about 5 hours behind UK time. You know, oh, if you got to go, ta-ta for now, lovely Susan. Ta-ta for now. Much love to you always. I managed to sleep okay, Imogen, do be assured. I managed to sleep okay, but Imogen, this live stream, I forgot to say, but I'm going to tell everybody now, but I forgot to say it earlier on. This very live stream of mine, it's not going to be as long as 4 or 3 hours. It's not going to go on that long. It's only going to be 90 to 100 minutes, this live stream. It's not going to go anything beyond 100 minutes. Well, it won't go anything beyond 100, 105 minutes, something like that. But other than that, this live stream, it is going to be, though it's happening, but just this is going to be the last one for August of 2024. But this one, it's not going to be as long as the previous two, just to tell everybody of things and so forth. No, I would have thought you said 7:15 p.m. Hailey. I would have thought so. And thank you, Gertrude, for your friendliness towards our lovely Susan. Thank you. Thank you. I know, Stevie, yes. Hard to believe it's nearly September, I know. I know. Very, very nearly September. Just where did the time go? It's always a question of where did the time go? Oh. A set point, Meep. Quite a well said point, but hello to you, Meep. Hello to you. Your granddaughter goes back to school on the 4th of September, so tomorrow You are having a play date for her and her friends over. Oh, how lovely, Jennifer. How lovely. I just hope your dearly loved husband can cope with the play date. Oh, that is early for leaves to start falling. That really is very, very early for leaves to start falling. No, that is well and truly early. Yes, I know, Jennifer. That is really well and truly early. Oh, he's okay for that. Oh, okay. It's just because he's so poorly, as you did tell us before. Poor man. Poor man. But I'm happy he's fine for that. Happy he's just about fine for that. Thank you, Meep. Thank you for your friendliness towards our Jody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you always most profoundly, sincerely. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Any other news one wants to share? Jennifer just shared the news of her granddaughter having a play date around at hers and her dearly loved husband's house. Hope the play date goes well, and hopefully it's not too crazy by all means. All that. But any other news one wants to share, and all that, and so forth. Oh, God. I don't want the summer to end either, Imogen. My favourite seasons, Imogen, are spring and summer. The only problem with the spring is that it's still dreadfully cold. Well, it's not. Well, it's still quite cold in the spring season, but it's still cold to warrant me wearing 2 jumpers and a scarf and gloves when going out generally, or sometimes even still wearing cords in the spring. Not brilliant. But there we have things. There we are. There we have it. There we have it. And so forth. And all that. You like winter fashions better? Oh. Oh, you'll be in the backyard. Okay, you'll be in the backyard. And you have a swing and a swing set and a pool that is 10 feet long. Oof, 10 feet long. Wow. Oh, gosh, that is lucky you, Jennifer. Lucky you. So good for children. And you'll have bubbles and freezies. So it will be fun. I want that. You like winter fashions better, Meep? I much prefer spring or ing fashion, really. You know? There we are. No, but the good thing about summer comes summertime, I always get to unbutton the top of my shirt collar comes summer season. I always unbutton the top button of my shirt collar every time we come to the summer, fortunately. Unless I'm wearing a tie, that is. And I always ditch my vest every summertime. Every summer I ditch my vest and unbutton the top collar of my top shirt collar. And once that's done, time to enjoy the summer. Although I still sometimes put my jacket on or my coat even in the summer, but normally ditch the scarf. And normally it's only a lightweight jumper or cardigan in the summer. But there we have things. Sadly, no. Well, this is what happens. Sadly, one feels the cold more as you get older in age. Here in Canada, the spring consists of a lot of rain, some snow, and then all of a sudden, 30-degree heat. Gosh, wow. Wow, that is something. That really is something, Imogen. I must admit. Yes, I too figured that Dormery meant that. I too figured that. I don't even use the autocorrect. Gertrude, I wouldn't even use autocorrect, but there we are. There we are. Oh, gosh, we're nearly 20 viewers strong and nearly an hour. Gosh, this is quite well received, I must admit. Good evening to you, Matt. Good evening to you. Your whole city shuts down in 30 degrees. Really, Meep? Wow. Wow, that is something. In Ontario, there was much more snow. It has been a lot less the past 10 years or so. Oh, gosh, wow. Though that is something. Hello to Arbiter. Talking about it on an enthusiast point of view, and so forth. But you get plenty of them, Arbiter. Plenty in our neck of the woods, and all that. No, I could imagine, John Marie. I could truly imagine. But don't know when the last time. Oh, you're in Ontario too, Imogen. You only had to shovel the driveway once last summer. Okay. Okay. I wonder when the last time there was snow in Ontario. I wonder when the last time there was snow. Are you off? Ta-ta for now, Stevie. Ta-ta to now for you, my lovely. Much love always, lovely Stevie. Thank you, mate. Thank you. That's extremely nice of you to have said this. Thank you. 6-foot snowdrifts. God, that's deep snow. That really is very deep snow. Gosh. 6-foot snowdrifts. Oh God. Each neighbor had to take turns digging us out of. Oh, that is something. That is something. Your furnace froze for 4 days. Goodness, Jody, that is something. For your furnace to freeze for 4 days, that is well and truly something. Your daughter does ours, but last winter she had to. She had to, but not a lot. But you don't have a vehicle, but get groceries from Amazon, etc. So, like, to make sure it is clear for them. Okay, that's good. A lot of times she is shoveling the walk to the front, though, to make sure that the drivers can deliver package. Oh, okay. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you for your hugs to Zev. And Zev, thank you for your friendliness to Stevie. Thank you. Thank you. Your furnace froze for 4 days. That is really something. Bloody hell. Yes, Gertrude, that is really truly something. Oh, -20 is brutal. Oh, no, -20 is bloody hell brutal. That is far too cold. That really is nothing but far too cold. -20. I mean, I do not like -20. No, 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 no. Yes, I'd probably die in -20 too, Zeph. I mean, bloody. Oh, I would freeze in -20. Oh gosh, now you're partially seeing what. Yeah, oh, no. -35. Oh, brutal. Well and truly brutal. Sorry, it's exposing something, yeah. Because of the pajamas, partially exposing arm, well, that's what it looks like. Well, you've all seen what my arm looks like, but. Well, it's probably going to get Jody started, isn't it? A skinny arm like that. Imagine that on a man. An arm like this, skinny. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness. Minus 30 sounds like brutally cold, not scary. Sounds really brutally cold. But for your furnace to freeze for 4 days in such brutally cold weather, that really is very, very scary. No, that is well and truly scary, I must say. Awful. But what's going to happen? Going off on a family trip to London on Friday. On the Friday, and I got a birthday to go to on the Saturday, and then it's Sunday and Monday event attending. So that's going to be the news for the bank holiday Monday. Something to look forward to, I must say. No, really, it's going to be something well and truly wonderful to look forward to. Yes, Zeph, I've got really quite a big pack. I have a busy weekend. Yes, Jennifer. Well, see that. This is what £154 give you. This is what it gives to you. I wouldn't say where, Jennifer, for safety reasons. I wouldn't say the place in London. I'd just say Greater London. But Jennifer and Jodie, it has to be said skinny. This is what £154 looks like for some people. A skinny arm like this. But but can I tell you, I think you already know of this, Jodie. I don't know if Jennifer knows of this as of yet. But if Jennifer, if you're listening, £154 is the heaviest weight I've ever been. Years ago, it may or may not shock you or surprise you. Until 2021, I weighed £130, which equates to in my neck of the woods, 9 stone 4 pounds. So could you imagine £130, that sort of weight figure on a 5'8" frame? Could you imagine that, Jennifer? £130 on a 5'8" frame before eventually going up to £154. Your son is 130 something pounds too, and he's 5'9". Oh, he's taller than I am. I'm 5'8". And he doesn't eat enough and is 20. Just what are your thoughts on that, Jennifer? Oh, -4. Oh, brutal. Bloody hell, that is brutal. I would not want to be where you are, Jodie, if it was -45. No, that really is. That is far too cold, I must say. He only eats more when he visits us. Why not let him stick to the portions he's comfortable with eating? If he's comfortable with small child-sized portions, let him have it. That's my advice, but I really do well and truly understand as to why it could greatly worry you, Jennifer. No, I could understand why a man who's 130 pounds with a 5'8" frame, I could really well and truly understand why you're concerned for it. No, really, I do, I must say. Thankfully, you have electric fireplaces on each level just for that reason. Well, that's lucky, Jodie. But -45, -45 degree weather, that is nothing but brutal. That is far too brutal. You're usually in the crime community and they're rough. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say this, me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Zeph. Thank you. You're always wonderful to me whenever I'm doing a live stream. Thank you. Thank you. But as you said, Jeff, it is a jam-packed weekend. Yes, going off to Greater London for the next few days because of a birthday I'm going to that's taking place in London, a special birthday. And then on the Sunday after that, straight down to event attending, going from Greater London straight down to where the place of event is taking place. And once that's done, straight back home. And after the event is over, and then back again to event attending on the Monday, the bank holiday Monday. And on the bank holiday Monday, other big news to share. the 4K subscriber milestone, the 4K subscriber special live stream. It's to be happening. And that's going to be done on StreamYard, by the way, because it's not going to be past midnight. Any time past midnight UK time, I would not do a StreamYard live stream. Late night live, the idea for me, late night to me would be anything past midnight. So late night lives, I'm sorry, but not going to be done on StreamYard because I will not invite guests on StreamYard for the sake of, people needing to get their sleep and all that. That's the reason behind it, so it's no StreamYard on a late night live stream. Absolutely no StreamYard on a late night live. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay. What's the other software one could use to invite guests? I mean, StreamYard is one site, one software, and what's the other software you were referring to, Jodie? You love watching, are you talking about the crime live streams, that is? Are you talking about live streams that are involving crimes and things? But some people in the chat are so nasty. Yes, no, that is extremely awful. When you see nasty fights kicking off in a live stream, that really is awful, as well and truly awful. It's bloody ghastly. Admin are fab at wedding, out the bad ones. Out with the bad ones, yes. Especially if there's fighting going on in it. Oh, have you got to go? Ta-ta for now, Imogen. Good night. Much love to you always, my lovely Imogen. Thank you, Dawn Marie. Thank you. Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry, Jodie, but I'm not going to do a StreamYard live at night. No, I'm not going to do StreamYard live at night. Crimes again. Oh, that is just grotesque. No, that is far too nothing but grotesque crimes against children. Grotesque. Bloody grotesque. Dreaded. I do not condone crimes against children. Absolutely not. No. Finley. Well. Thank you, Zeph. Thank you for your kindly endearment towards Imogen. Yes, sleep well, Imogen, won't you? Yes, and sweet dreams, Imogen. Thank you, lovely Jodie. Thank you. No, crimes against children is beyond awful. It is grotesque, and it is disgustingly ghastly. I must point this out explicitly enough, and so forth. No, but gosh, this is certainly a well-received one. Even though it's not going to go on as long, it's certainly well-received. I've crossed the hour. I know, yes. I've crossed the hour. I'm not going to finish at 1 hour, Jodie. I said it's going to be 90 to 100 minutes, this live stream. And 90 to 100 minutes, that goes 30, 40 minutes beyond the hour. So thank you for reminding me I've gone past the hour, because I really do not want to go beyond 100. If I do go beyond 100 minutes by about 5 minutes or so, I don't think it would matter far too much, and it wouldn't be the end of the world, but going to try and keep it to 100 minutes max, this one, the final one, because I've got... But that's what I'm going to do. No, it will not. We won't have guests on Late Night Live, Jodie. Sadly, we will not have guests on Late Night Live because of, certain residents needing their sleep and all that. So no guests late night, I'm afraid. The only time for guests on live streams of mine are going to be on the StreamYard hosted live streams, being the Inspirational Livestreams, Saturday Livestream Special. I may possibly sometimes do subscriber special live streams. The occasional Naughty Boy, Naughty Girl impromptus. And that's about it. And yes, and that's those are the only live streams I'm going to invite. Those are the only things, those are the only times I'm going to do guests on the live stream. But late night lives, no. Yes, Jennifer, it's a good point. If I invited guests late night, it would probably keep me muzzled up. So no guests late night. No, it would just be too much, I'm afraid. Far too much. I've certainly got to point this out. Oh, well, my mother's on holiday at the moment, to tell you odd things. So I needn't worry. Yes, but she's having a nice time, do be assured, Jennifer. No, the cats are not away. Fortunately, the cats are looked after. Yes, Jennifer, yes, I can. I can. I can cook many things, but certainly nothing to boast about, your cookery expertise. Nothing to boast about, it's just something you get on with and do on a day-to-day life and all that. It's just part of life, Jennifer. That much more can only be said philosophically, and so forth. But yes, when the cats play, the cats away, the mice play. You like the Meep. Speaking of the gardening community, well, there's a YouTuber who has an affinity for gardening. I've been following her for quite a few years now. I'll just send the link to her channel. Sorry, do excuse me. It was just something I saw a notification that popped up and I just had to look at it quickly. But do be assured, I'll just get the link up before far too long. Right, here is the link to the channel for Meep, since she said she likes the gardening community within the YouTube side of things. Just linked her channel for you now, Meep, for whenever you take an interest in watching it. Yeah, that's true. That is certainly true, Jennifer. Well said, well shared statement. I sadly cannot tell you, Matt. I sadly cannot tell you, because if Harriet saw this, she would not take terribly well for it, because she worries about one's safety. No, I won't say where the events are, but how you'll know which event I've gone to, it'll be through videography footage I would take. That's all I can tell you, Matt. That's all I can tell you. Marcia, hello. Marcia, do be assured there's still time. But Marcia, can I just say, this live stream is not going to go on going to go on nowhere near as long as the previous late night live stream. Nowhere near as long. It's going to be nowhere near as long, just to say, Marcia. So, I mean, we've gone on 68 minutes so far, Marcia. So we're going to finish this up when we get to the 90, 100-minute marker, just to tell you odd things. Doesn't matter if I go a little bit over 100 minutes, but that's about the longest I'm going to do this time. But do give a resoundingly large hello to Marcia all the same. Do give a resoundingly large hello to our Marcia. No, I love Fiona, I really do. Graham and Fiona, I regard them as one of my best friends, Meep. I know, yes, you spoke to me about his Parkinson's having got to the point where it's taken a severe toll. No, Jennifer, I am really so sorry about your husband, that his Parkinson's have got to the point where he now cannot cook very much and can hardly do a lot. And I'm so sorry. I'm extremely sorry it's got to that point for him. No, I mean, it's just so awful what Parkinson's can do to people. No, really is. You know, as you were saying, that he now basically cannot do even those things with the Parkinson's. No, I can imagine just how dreadfully frustrating it would be for him. But that is okay. as you are home and two of your daughters and granddaughters. Oh, how lovely you've got your daughters and granddaughters with you. That's so lovely, my lovely Jennifer. No, I can imagine it frustrates him, Zev. I could truly imagine so. Trying to think of others who have got grandchildren on here. I think Mary and Glenn, they've got grandchildren. Mary and Glenn and Carolina, they're both grandparents. No, Parkinson's is an awful disease. The one that's just as awful, motor neuron disease, that is just ghastly one. Ghastly one. You bought him a bird book and binoculars. Oh, how lovely. Thank you, Jennifer. That's a lovely gesture you did for your dearly loved husband. But Jennifer, if I may ask, I'm really sorry. I'm dreadfully sorry if it's too much asking you this, but would you forbid your son from eating his small child-sized portion, since you said he doesn't eat a lot in his 130-something pounds of weight? How would you feel if he only requested staying to his small child-sized portions if he was over with yourself and your dearly loved husband? How would you take to that personally? Sorry if it was too much asking you this. When he comes here, he will eat up. Well, so I would imagine you would forbid him from eating his small portions. I mean, if I may ask, Jennifer, would you forbid him from eating his small child-sized portions? Sorry if it was too much asking you this, since you said he generally eats small portions of food. I mean, but you know, we can all... He is not good at feeding himself when he is here. When he is not good at feeding himself when he is not here, is all. No, that is fine. You always send him home with food. But gosh, really, he is not good at feeding himself when he is not here. Oh, okay. So I would assume you're okay with him having small portions even when he's at home with yourself, your dearly loved husband, your daughters and your granddaughters. No, I mean, so I would assume you'd be all right with that, even though you always send him home with food. When he grocery shops, he buys fruit and yogurt. Nothing wrong with that. I eat fruit. I don't eat very much yogurt, I'm afraid. I used to eat a bit more of it as a child, but you know, when you're at a certain age, Jennifer, it's... You know, but at a certain age, normally one becomes a little more watchful with what they eat. That's what happens, I'm afraid. And just eats the... Just eats that or makes... I wouldn't even eat peanut butter sandwiches. I would not make peanut butter sandwiches. But what's wrong with that, Jennifer? If he's happy with that, leave him. I would, you know, he's happy with that. He's happy with that. But you're not terribly comfortable with it, are you? Well, sorry if it was too much to have come under that impression, but it sounds like you're not terribly comfortable with him eating fruit, yogurt, and peanut butter sandwiches. Well, 130 something for 5'9", that is petite. That is very petite on that frame. And you would like him to gain a bit. That's all. Well, I would not want to be your son's weight, personally speaking, Jennifer, but me personally, I think anywhere between 154 to 160 pounds is my ideal weight range. That's my ideal weight. But can I tell you something even more astonishing, Jennifer? I have a friend. She stands at the same 5'8" height as me. She did tell me before that she only weighs 112 pounds, which equates to just 8 stone. So do share your thoughts on 112 pounds on a 5'8" frame. Yes. I mean, do share your thoughts on that, Jennifer. 112 pounds on a 5'8" on the frame of a 5'8" female. And she's only got a 22-inch waist to go with it. So do share your thoughts on that. But sorry if it was too much when talking about this to you, lovely Jennifer. And sorry if it was too much for others on here too. No harm was meant when saying that. She looked reasonably all right to me, but that it is, oh wow, £112 on a 5'8" frame. You have a visiting son. He enjoys eating at yours and always sends food with a mother's love. Your son is 5'9" and extremely slim. Didn't you say you had another son who was 6'2", Dormery? I mean, so he's taller than I am, your son, as I'm 5'8", as you know, because I'm your height. You know. So, but gosh, I imagine he'd probably be less than that of my weight, I would assume. Yes, you said before, Jennifer. I remember you saying this before. And is he petite like that of your 28-year-old son, who who has who's got the who's got the 130-something pounds of weight? You had a 22-inch waist in high school. God, my friend who's 5'8" of height. Well, she used to be 5'9". Well, she's an older lady, just to say, who was 5'9" in her prime day. She used to have a 21-inch waist as an adult. So she went from her younger days, 5'9" with a 21-inch waist, now 5'8", 22-inch waist. So do share your thoughts on that, Meep, or Jennifer, or those of you who just heard it. Do share your thoughts on that. Oh, Carol! It's the Carol who everybody loves and adores. Well, I certainly love and adore Carol. Hello to Carol over in Australia. Hello to you. There's some nice birding channels here. One is Greg and Ellen Dare. They've done birding videos in NT and towards the Arctic. Fraser Island. Well, you have another son. No, yes, that's the only son I remember, that your son with the 6'2" of height, and you're like, I just love all of him. I remembered you saying before. Your daughter's 5'7". Oh, bless your daughter, Dormery. Seeing that she's only 5'7" of height, Dormery, she could still be your little girl, couldn't she? Well, take into account your daughter's 5'7" and you're 5'8" of height. She could still be your little girl, couldn't she? But no offence when saying this, Dormery, of course. But she could still be your little girl, couldn't she? When taking this into account. That is model size, Meep. Yes, that is really well and truly model size, I must admit. I think it's a bit small for the model size. It's nothing but petite size. Oh, God. And hello to Irene. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Irene. It's wonderful having you on here. It's always a live stream chat. This is the perfect live stream chat for those staying up late in the United Kingdom, and also for those, down under and in parts of the United States of America and Canada too. So this sort of live stream would be ideal for all of them, just to tell everybody off things. But thank you, Irene. Thank you for your kindly support. Thank you. Thank you. But one thing I did want to say, Jennifer, I do hope your granddaughters have a nice play date with her children, because I know you love your granddaughter to bits. And since I've heard you talking about her so much, and certainly in a very, very highly, it just goes to show just how much you love her and how much she means to you. Since you've spoken about her many times, goes to show just how much she means the world to yourself and your dearly loved husband, and how immensely you love her. And that's extremely valuable hearing those sorts of things, Jennifer. It just goes to show just how much of a loving grandmother you really are. Though it's good that we've got loving family, people who love their grandchildren or love their family. You know, unconditional love, and certainly lots of immense and enormous affectionate unconditional love in the way that Jennifer represents it to her only 8-year-old granddaughter. It's a valuable thing to see, especially in this day and age where there's far too much terrible atrocities going on and all that. Yes, I think anybody could, Marcia, yes. You had a 22-inch waist when you were 18, expecting your firstborn. Yes, no, I wouldn't have thought you at 11 stone of weight, Dormery. I wouldn't think you'd have a 30-inch waist. And me being 11 stone, I do not have a 22-inch waist. But can I tell something astonishingly? Something astonishing, Dormery. When I weighed 9 stone 4 pounds, which is 130 pounds, in Jennifer's neck of the woods and those in the American neck of the woods and Canadian neck of the woods, I had a 29-inch waist at that time. Now, but since I put on, oh, you know, the nearly 2 stone and over 20 pounds of weight, my waist size went up to a 30-inch waist. So currently I've got a 30-inch waist, but formerly had a 29-inch waist. So do make something of that. Do share your thoughts on a man having a 29 or 30-inch waist. You know, I mean, I don't know how Jennifer would take to this, but what are Jennifer's thoughts? Or all of you, what are all of your thoughts on a man having only a 30-inch waist on a 5'8" frame? Do share your thoughts. I'd like to hear. Oh, Jodie, thank you for your friendliness towards Marcia. Thank you. We love our Marcia. We really do. No, not completely. Sherry, I do not stay up this late on a regular basis. Yes, I may have done it 4 times in a row, but I'm not going to, in the future, I'm not going to do it 4 times in a row, to tell you all things, Sherry. It's not going to be done 4 times in a row, late night lives. Never would it be done 4 times in a row in the future. So there we are. There we are. But there we are. There we are. But the future of late night lives, Sherry, it's only going to be done either once or twice a month, not 4 times nightly. It will not be done 4 times nightly. No, I'm afraid not. You was just under 9 stone. Oh gosh, that is, for a 5'8" lady, that really is very petite. Well, like I said before, Dawn Marie, my friend, who's the same height as me, you know, I mean, since we're both 5'8" of height, Dawn Marie, less than 9 stone, that is petite. But my friend, who's our height of 5'8", she's only 8 stone, nothing. So you could make something of that. Yes, very underweight, you know. And she's 22-inch waist currently. You prefer a larger, cuddly man, like your husband, although he wishes he was slimmer. Is he really large? I never could have thought he was large, Marcia. Little did I realize that. But you prefer a large, cuddly man. Oh. I'm sure he's very cuddly if he's large. Well, to you, I would imagine. Hello to you, Paps. Hello to you. Hugs to you always, Paps. I know. No, yes, Dawn Marie. Just more of one to hug. Oh, yes. No, yes, when you get to into your 60s, one does lose height, yes. No, but less than 9 stone and having overshot 5'8". I mean, because my friend who's 5'8" now, she used to be 5'9" and got the 22-inch waist, but had a 21-inch waist when she was 5'9". So yes, that is, and actually less than just under 9 stone, but only just in the 8 stone. range, so you could really make something of that, Marie. Gosh. Thank you, Paps. Thank you for your kind endearment towards Jodie and Jennifer. Thank you, thank you. And thank you, Jennifer, for your kind endearment towards Paps. Thank you, thank you. 38 waist. I'm only a 30 waist. Gosh, I'm only a 30 waist. Marcia, gosh, so he's taller than I am, and his waist size is 8 sizes bigger than mine. Can I tell you something, Marcia? Since learning that your husband has a 38-inch waist, in spite of his 5'10" height, he's got the same waist size as Serpa. He's a 38 waist. But had Serpa met him when he was younger, he would have been, come on, I was a 30-inch waist when I was about 12. He'd probably say something like that. So, I mean, because I'm exactly 30-inch waist. You know, so 30, you know, I don't think that's too bad on a 5'10" frame. You know, I don't think that's too bad a waist size for a 5'10" man. But like you said, you much prefer a large, cuddly man, as you said, Marcia. You know, I think there's an actor who's about the same height as your husband. He's about 5'10", and he's only just 6 pounds over my weight. I mean, he's only 6 pounds over my weight, the actor, to tell you odd things, Marcia, but the same height as your husband, and he's in his early 50s. But that's 11 stone 6 out of just muscle. But if he didn't have the muscle, Marcia, I think he would probably be about 10 stone. I don't think he could be anything more than 10 stone, or anything, or I think he'd be under 10.5 stone if he didn't have the muscle, the actor. So, and I think he's got about either a 29 or 30-inch waist, and he's 5'10", so make something of that. And he's in his 50s. Your son is 5'10". Oh, same height as Marcia's husband, and same height as Seppa. 100. Oh my goodness, 125 is petite. I used to be 130 pounds at one point, Sherry. You know, I mean, I was 130 at one point, but that's what, 5 pounds less than what I used to be. But it's from your mother's side. He eats a lot too. Oh gosh, and yet he can't gain the weight. That was me at one point. At one point, I could eat a lot and seldom gain very much, or only gain very, 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 very steadily over time. I really could not gain very easily at one point, but now, since I got into my 20s, I now gain weight a lot more easily than I used to, which could explain why I mostly stick to a fruit and vegetable and fish diet. Normally, which could explain why I just generally stick to a fruit, veg, fish and chicken diet most times. I do eat meat, but I don't eat a lot of meat, just to say. I avoid most meats. I mean, I avoid most meats, but the only meat I eat more of is chicken. I eat plenty of fish. Oh gosh, I could never avoid fish, to tell oneself odd things. You know, so I thought I'd share that. But interesting, Sherry, interesting. When your daughter got married, I've just seen it, I'm just reading it now, Jennifer. When your daughter got married in July, your 28-year-old son wore your husband's tuxedo that he wore to your wedding 34 years ago. It wouldn't fit him now. So that was okay. Oh, that's good. The only eat you meat is chicken and turkey. Good choice. Quite a good choice, Heidi. Very good choice. I do eat some red meats, but I really don't eat red meat very often. No, I really don't. No, I really do not eat a lot of red meat, only sometimes. I couldn't eat it a lot. Yes, no, that's most thing I would stick to, just mostly fruit and vegetable and fish diet. I don't mind a dessert every now and then, but I really don't eat. I seldom eat dessert often. No, I really couldn't. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you. Well, do yourself and your husband like a fruit, vegetable, and fish and chicken diet? Sorry if it was too much asking you this, even though, as much as you adore large, cuddly men, Marcia, but sorry if it's too much, but do yourself, your dearly loved husband like fruit, vegetable, and fish and chicken diets? But don't worry if it's not appealing to you both, but I thought I'd ask anyway. I mean, don't get me wrong, Zeph. I don't avoid red meat. I don't avoid it completely. I just don't eat a lot of it. That's all. That's all. That's all I was explaining. Thank you, me. Something about me makes you calm. I do in inspirational chat stories where I'm telling stories and all that. You know, and all that. Oh, you have lots of fish and chicken, but your husband's problem, he eats too much sugary. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. Oh, that is probably too much. Oh, yes, I think I remember you saying because of you already being over a certain weight, you wouldn't be able to have them because you said you were a weight one could not believe in spite of your shorter height. So I would understand why you'd completely avoid sugary things. You know. So that's so I could understand why you would avoid sugary things because, like you said, the bad health and you being over a certain weight that one would find very hard to believe. So I could completely understand why you avoid the sugary things. You don't like meat either. You don't. I don't dislike meat, but I just don't eat a lot of. The only thing I don't eat a lot of is red meat. That's all. I mean, I wouldn't avoid chicken. I wouldn't avoid that, but other than that, I mostly stick to the fruit, vegetable, and fish and chicken diet. That's all. Oh, Terry, it's a pleasure. No, it was wonderful having you on here. You enjoyed the live immensely. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Thank you. Who doesn't like good medium rare steak or some prime? I would eat it. I would eat it, Jody. But to tell you odd things, Jody, I would never eat it regularly. No, really, I would never eat it regularly, just to tell you odd things. But other than that, I would eat it sometimes. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you for your kind endearment towards Terry. Thank you. Thank you. No, but Marcia, if I had caused you offence when we were talking about sugary things, why one would or would not avoid it, my apologies. It was not meant to cause you any offence. If it had, my apologies. Just wanted to get that straightly, explicitly clear. That, my lovely Marcia. I wouldn't want to offend anybody for the world to tell you odd things, or everybody odd things. Oh yes, I was no wonder why you said you were not in very good health. Diabetes. You know, when you know diabetics, they really do well and truly have to limit sugary things. Marcia, no, that is that much more could be said. Diabetics really do need to limit their sugar intake. I mean, I'm not sure how much they can have of it, but they really do have to limit it to very, very small proportions. That much more can undeniably be told. But I'm happy you did not cause offence. But I only just wanted to say it carefully because I wouldn't want to cause offence on the chat. That's all. No, but I am sorry for your ordeal of diabetes. My mother's late father, he had that too, believe this or not. So I do empathise. I truly empathise, my lovely Marcia. No red meat in your enforced diet. Best to have it in limited proportions. Oh, well, in my personal opinion, the way I go it is just have it in limited proportions. But at least you don't have it in your diet, Dormery. I would imagine you probably follow generally same sort of diet as myself. Fruit, veg, fish and chicken. Mo- Mostly. Oh, that's my guess, but sorry if I got it wrong or spread inadvertently misinformation. Yes, England does have haddock, highly. Yes, we do have. You've got 3 family members with diabetes. Oh, your poor relatives, Jodie. So sorry. Yeah, yeah, well said, Jodie. Well said. No, I can imagine, Marcia, it's no fun. $1 billion industry. Yeah, yeah, meep, yeah, yes. Awful. Awful thing to get. Dreadful. Yes, I too am extremely sorry for poor Jodie's relatives, highly. I really do feel how you're feeling towards Jodie. No, and Marcia. No, I really do. Yes, well said, Zeph. This is completely right. You understand the British culture quite well. Very well said. Well said indeed. Very well said indeed. Well, listen, we've got, give it about another 4 or 5 minutes or so because we are just over the 95-minute marker. So we're really not terribly far off of 100 minutes. So we're going to need to finish up, not now, but we will need to finish reasonably shortly, but not now, just to say. But thank you, all of you, for generously heading over to the live stream. You didn't have to, but thank you all the same. Your presence is more than enough to show your support. Oh, the hospital put you on restricted. So it was the hospital that's put you on a restricted diet, Dawn Marie, really? Really? No, 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 no. Marcia, no, no. You have not overshared anything. No, 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 no. You're completely okay. Do be assured on that, my lovely Marcia. We love you, Marcia, and we always enjoy hearing what it is you have to share. So please, please, Marcia, don't feel as if you've overshared anything. You haven't. Please, always feel free to share what it is you want to share. No worries whatsoever. Marcia certainly did not overshare anything. We're always in. Yes, well said, Jodie. We are interested. Thank you for supporting Marcia, who just got a little worried a moment ago. Thank you. Thank you. Tad diet comment. Well said. Well said, Gertrude. Well said. Yes, yes. Well said, Jennifer. No, you're completely right. And who couldn't value your philosophy, Jennifer? I truly value your philosophy for sure. So thank you. Thank you for being so supportive to Marcia and everybody who may be worried about oversharing anything. They have not overshared a thing. Nothing, completely nothing was overshared. I would say that. No, please, Marcia, you've not overshared anything. Well, well, if it helps, how about we give you a hug to assure you that we're fine and that you did not overshare anything? How about a hug if you're still worried? How about that? Because after all, a hug always helps and is a good source of emotional medicine. Yes, do give Marcia a hug because I think she got worried that she may have overshared anything. She did not overshare a thing. We always share things here like a friendship, sharing a conversation. That's the best way forward. It's always a pleasure, lovely Marcia. Always a pleasure. But we're just sorry if we got you worried. You did not overshare a thing. Do be assured on that. Yes. So please, nothing was overshared. No. Your Sharegate. Is this the next scandal? Next live scandal? Sharegate? Oh, highly. If Harriet and Sapper see this, They're just going to be in stitches with laughter. Shergate, if Harriet and Sapper saw this, Gertrude, they would just be in stitches with laughter. No, no, it could work, the Shergate. This could well work, but in order for it to properly work as a full-blown Shergate, then that would obviously warrant the titling. Sharegate, if there was a full-blown shared thing and all that, it could warrant that titling. Oh, Meep, your whole family has had cancer. The first year is... Oh, that is awful. So sorry, Meep. Oh, Dormery. Oh, Dormery. Dormery, please. Yes. Marcia, please listen to Dormery. You did absolutely nothing wrong. You never do a thing wrong. I mean, I don't think I could have ever known you to do anything wrong in the live, whenever we're live streaming. I really don't think I could have ever known you to do anything wrong in the live stream. I think if anything has done anything wrong, it's me, to be honest with you. I have done some stupidly naughty things on past live streams, and obviously lots of you have experienced it. So if anyone has done anything wrong, it would be me. So please, Marcia, you did, as Dormery said, you did nothing wrong. We all share in here and people help. Yes, I'm extremely sorry hearing that. Meep's whole family has had cancer. Well, thank you, Gertrude, for your sympathy towards Meep. No, cancer is really no laughing matter. Cancer is completely no laughing matter. So you're not going to see that? Okay. No, cancer is completely no laughing matter. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you. Yes, no, sorry to poor Meep. Thank you for your empathy, Heidi. Thank you. Thank you, Jody. Thank you. They would put boob gate in the... Oh, God. That is just something, Gertrude. No, that's the one Harriet and Sapper have a complete affinity towards, boob gate. They have the complete affinity towards boobs, boob gate. Oh, gosh. Yes, never ignore cancer, never ignore it. I, for one, would certainly never ignore it, no. I really wouldn't. No. And all that. Never ignore cancer, because cancer, as Fiona had said, cancer isn't a death sentence. It is not always a death sentence. Sometimes it can be terminal, yes, but it is not always a death sentence. Yes, the worry can make you ill, Dormery. Yes, well said. Very well said. Yeah. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you. No, listen. We've gone over 100 minutes now, so we're going to really think about now wrapping things up, because I said before, this one's not going to be as long. This one won't be as long as the other late night live streams, but can I share something real quickly? Come the next future late night live stream, I am not ruling out a future possibility of trying to beat the record of one that I did in recent times. I'm not ruling out trying to go for 5 hours, or possibly beat Danette and Anthony's 5-hour late night live stream. I may possibly try and do 6 hours. Anything beyond 6 hours would probably be far too excessive, but do share your opinions on that come next live stream. But But next late night live stream, it is going, I'm gonna, in the future, I'm not ruling out a future possibility of trying to beat my own late night live stream record or Jeanette and Anthony's late night live stream record. I do not rule out this possibility whatsoever. Thank you, Zeph. Thank you. It's wonderful. It was wonderful having you on here. Yeah, hugs always. All night live stream. Not quite. Not quite. No. Not quite late night live. No. All night. Thank you, Jodie. A PJ party. Quite a well shared statement. That was funny and brilliant. No, yes, and you are an amazing soul too, Jodie. You really are. The championship of late night streaming. That is funny. That is just brilliant. But Marcia, in answer to your questioning, no, will not do an all-night stream in the future. No, I'm afraid not. You know. What would you suggest Harry should do? Oh God, you're not talking about Prince Harry, are you? I wouldn't have him on a live in a lifetime. No, I wouldn't. Not here. Well, I come here to escape. Well said. Well, listen, now, I wanted to share that I'm not ruling out the possibility of doing a beating my record of late night live stream in terms of duration or Danette and Anthony's record of late night live stream. Now, I wanted to share that and make it clear. But now, time to finish things off. Do sleep well for those of you in the United all over the length and breadth of the entirety of the United Kingdom. Do sleep well, won't you? Sleep well and sleep tight. Good night, and may your God go with you. Have a good night's sleep, everybody. Do sleep well and stay safe, everybody, as Trevor Colt would so cautiously advise. Goodbye, and may your good wishes be bringing you great expectations of happiness. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Marcia. Good night to you. And a nice good night hug before bed. I'm sure you'd like that. Good night to you, lovely Sherry. You're tucked up in bed with PJs on. Thank goodness. Yes, a PJ party. Pleasure, Beep, and all of you. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Ta-ta for now. Next live stream will be the 4K subscriber special live stream at 9:15 p.m. UK time, 26th of August 2024, after my event attending is over, because I'm event attending throughout the day on that day. Good night, all, Marie. Good night, all. Good night, and may your God go with you. Goodbye, and may your good wishes be bringing you great expectations of happiness.